All right, y'all, we lit. Okay. So my question today is, what is the why behind your worship? Now, a lot of times people um, are serving with the wrong heart. You know, a lot of times people are serving just to see what they can get from God. A lot of people are actually exploiting the gift of God, right? So more people are seeking the gift instead of the gifter. They're seeking the creation more than the creator. They're seeking the things of God instead of the God of the things. And they're doing the work of God instead of serving the God of the work. And there is a big difference in doing that. A lot of times people think that because they want something so bad, or because they're praying for something so bad, that they get lost in the chase and they get lost in the pursuit instead of really just appreciating God for who they are. I know that was a lot to just throw all at you straight in the beginning of the video, but I really believe that this is a season where God is calling his true worshipers to come out, stand firm, be bold, and be who they were called to be. Do what they were called to do, and do it with a pure heart and a pure spirit. Let me tell you something. People who try to copy other people's anointing, God ain't gonna have it, right? People who try to do things just to be blessed, people who try to do things just for the acclaim. You know, if no one ever clapped for you, would you still serve? If you never got a dime to do what you do, would you still do it? You know, if no one ever called your name, if your name was never in lights, would you still serve God? You know, if the husband never came, if the wife never came, if the healing never came, if the $1 million never came, if the millions of followers never came, if the millions of likes and the subscribers never came, would you still serve God? If the very thing you've been praying for didn't come, would you still serve God? You know, would you still serve God if your ministry never left the confines of your church? Would you still serve God? You know, a lot of times, you know, we're serving God to get somewhere. We're serving God to do something. What about just appreciating God for who he is? Just appreciating God for what he's done. Just appreciating God for just who he is as a person, his characteristics, his love, his nature. Do we know him? You know? I made it a point to say, God, listen, you come first. God comes before your ministry. God comes before your service. And I got to a place where I said, God, even in my rehearsals, even in my dance ministry rehearsals, I said, God, I'm willing to get close to you, even if it get closer to you, even if it means taking a seat in rehearsal. Even if I have to miss a day in my service in order to study your word, God, I'm going to do that because it's going to make my anointing and my service that much more powerful unto you, because I'm getting a deeper connection to you, right? So many times we get lost in the service. We get lost in the service of God. We get lost in the ministry and doing the work of God, that we forget about God in general, of who he is, in our service to him. You know, put God before the things that you do. Put God before your service. Put God first. Seek him for who he is. Understand why you worship.